If you watch the news or know anybody who works for the federal government, you know that government employees are under attack. Since Trump has came into office, they have been firing government employees left and right.
President Trump says more government workers will soon be fired.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job. We have a lot of people that don't exist.
When Trump came into the office, he created the Department of Government Efficiency, and that's spearheaded by Elon Musk. And they have came out and said they're going to save the government $2 trillion by limiting the amount of spending that the government does. And in order to do this, he's going to fire what he deems unnecessary government workers.
We want to make government smaller, more efficient. We want to keep the best people, and we're not going to keep the worst people.
And limit the amount of spending on government contracts and government programs.
To keep everyone who is doing a job that is essential and doing that job well. But if the job is not essential or they're not doing the job well, they obviously should not be on the public payroll.
Historically, working for the government has been a highly respected, stable job. This is because you can earn a good living working for the government, and there's low turnover within government agencies. This means that many people who start working with the government typically retire from those government positions. But this is not the case under a Trump presidency. They've already started firing thousands of government employees. These firings have caused a lot of uneasiness and frustration for anybody who works for a government agency. There have been rallies throughout many government offices throughout the U.S. pleading with those governments to prevent these firings.
On the bitterest of Chicago winter days, federal workers recently iced out of their government jobs swapped a short lunch break to rally.
Unfortunately, a lot of these firings are being authorized by the federal government and DOD. Washington, D.C., the capital of the U.S., have already seen how these firings are affecting its economy. Washington, D.C. has a very high housing price, and these housing prices have decreased because a lot of individuals who live in Washington, D.C. work for the government, and a lot of these individuals are losing their jobs, unfortunately, and therefore can no longer afford to live there. This has led to record decrease in housing prices within the DC area. This is something that has not been seen in a very long time.
DC home prices in the city down 11% year to date. That means the price per square foot is pushing values that we apparently have not seen since pre-pandemic levels.
Luckily, there has been a big break for federal workers. Multiple federal judges have deemed these firings to be illegal. I'm no master of U.S. law, I'm not a lawyer, but these firings seemed illegal. Typically, companies have a protocol to which they follow in order to fire employees. They typically audit the employee's performance and then make a decision if they're going to fire the employee. I have family members who work for the government, and they said they've been receiving emails from their supervisor stating, what is your role and what have you done that has benefiting said agency within the last 30 days? And also been offering retirement packages for individuals as a way to respectfully get them to leave their position.
The president defended Musk's email to federal workers, demanding they list 5 recent accomplishments or risk losing their jobs.
Those million people that haven't responded, though, Elon, they are on the bubble. You know, I wouldn't say that we're thrilled about it. They haven't responded. Now, maybe they don't exist. Maybe we're paying people that don't exist.
And he said because so many employees did not respond, Musk could send another round of emails requesting accomplishments soon.
2 federal judges tonight with equally sweeping rulings, both in the same direction, both telling Trump, when you fired those people, you had no right. Give them back their jobs.
It's very clear that these mass firings did not coincide with what the federal judges have stated is legal, because a lot of these employees did not get a fair trial to show that they're efficient and productive in their job. They were just fired without much fair warning. These firings are going to affect the individuals these government agencies are supposed to be helping. I'm a Section 8 landlord, so these firings are going to affect Section 8 tenants and Section 8 landlords. If you've ever worked with any government agency, they do not give you the impression that they're overstaffed. They give you the impression that they're understaffed, because there's a lot of delays in getting responses and getting things done when you work with the government. And that is also the case with Section 8. So if they are firing people within the Section 8 office, it's just going to delay an already long process. There is a delay with individuals being moved into homes, with individuals moving out in homes. There's a delay in Section 8 landlords receiving inspections. And there's a delay with being able to contact a customer representative within the Section 8 office. These firings, all these delays are only going to be longer. Section 8 is a program that already has a hard time enticing landlords to participate in the program. It's delays that you won't experience when you rent out to market rate tenants. That's a wrap for this video. I've been updating you guys on all the changes to the Section 8 program under this new administration. If you want to stay updated, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you know anybody that will benefit from this video, make sure you're sharing with them. To all the Ginas, Ninas, Christinas, and the Tinas, and the Reginas, your play aunties, your play cousins, your play brothers and sisters, your real brothers and sisters and cousins, to subscribe to my channel. The Dr. Investor is out of here. From employees, multiple federal courts have upheld that these firings by the Trump administration are illegal, and that they must give the individuals they fired their job back.